Greetings, all you rock hounds. Welcome to You Rock, the new game show that puts the test in contesting. I'm Gary Granite, and I'll be your host as we continue to put our contestants to the test, seeing if they are ignorant about igneous or if they can answer bolder than a boulder. Before we get started, we need to meet our new contestants. Our first contestant is a geologist from the New England Research and Development Institute. Let's welcome geologist George. It's good to see you on You Rock.
I'm doing great, Gary. Thanks for having me on.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a geologist, and I have calculated my chances of winning today, and it is approximately 98%. It is going to be a metamorphic massacre.
That sounds solid. Any particular strengths of yours in the game?
I have no weaknesses at all. My strengths are everything to do with rocks. I am a geologist, after all.
That sounds just as expected. Thank you. Why don't you take your place at the podium? Next up, we have a lifelong student and continual learner, Bitsy Blairhead from Little Rock, Arkansas. Bitsy, it's great to have you here.
Oh, thank you.
What's your excitement level at as you get ready to play You Rock?
Oh, I am so excited. I've always wanted to meet you, Drew Carey. Oh, it's just so exciting.
Yeah, you might want to start heading off to the podium early to get over there quickly. Yes, okay, thank you. Next up, we have a house cleaner from Washington, D.C. This is Annie Septic.
Hi, how are you?
Annie, it's nice to see you here today.
Yeah, here, you have to do this first.
Okay.
Is that microphone clean?
Sorta.
Am I here to clean your set?
No, Annie, this is a game. We're playing You Rock.
No, all I do is clean. That's
Right,
all I do.
Annie, we don't have anybody else to fill in. You're a contestant today. It's great to see you. Thanks for being here.
All right.
Why don't you make your way over to the podium? Great to see you. And finally, we're really excited about getting this contestant. We have actor and professional wrestler Dwayne Johnson here with us.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going?
Dwayne, it's great to see you. Don't we know you by another name?
Well, many people call me The Rock, but they also call me Moani.
Dwayne, The Rock. Well, how'd you get that nickname?
Oh, come on. Have you been living under a rock? Look at me. I am a rock.
Dwayne, I'm not sure if there's enough room at the podium, but we sure are glad to have you here, and you should be...
You better watch your step, or I'm going to give you an elbow smash.
Thanks, Dwayne. Okay, I think it's time for us to get the game underway. You rock. Now, on You Rock, we're going to challenge our contestants' mental capabilities with intense rock trivia. Contestants, I direct your attention to the monitor on the side of the studio. Please look at it and identify this picture. Bitsy.
Mr. Carey, I think I would like to say $899.
Bitsy, that's incorrect, and I remind you, you are not on The Price is Right. Dwayne.
Oh, come on, Mr. Granite. I know what a rock looks like, and that is a gray rock.
Dwayne, those rocks are a little less chiseled than you, but I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Anyone else? George.
Stonehenge is a prehistoric rock construction built over many burial grounds. It's in Wiltshire, England, and archaeologists believe that it was constructed between BC 3000 and 2000, between the Neolithic and the Bronze Age, of a variety of sedimentary and igneous rocks.
What a show-off.
George, that is correct. We also would have just simply accepted Stonehenge.
I wanted us all to learn something.
Contestants, next question. The majestic and awe-inspiring rock formations of the Grand Canyon are in what state? George.
Gary, thousands of years ago, the Colorado River began to carve through...
I'm sorry, that's time. That's time. Incorrect. Bitsy.
Is this the right answer? Do I win this trip?
Bitsy, you're not on The Price is Right. We're not offering a trip right now. I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Sorry, Mr. Carey.
Dwayne.
It's got to be Arkansas because that's a little rock. Not as big as me, so it's got to be Arkansas.
I'm sorry, Dwayne, that is not correct. points for that
You want to be on
question.
this show.
Andy, that was great. All right, it's time for us to move on to the next stage of You Rock. Now it's time for our Living Words segment. Contestants, if you're ready, we are going to hear a prepared story that will be read to you, and at its conclusion, we'll have some questions to answer, so be ready to listen.
Thank you, Mr. Granite, for making me your storyteller of the day. It's an honor to be here, and I am presenting to you the story of David and Goliath. The problem with the Philistines was that they had many giants living in their land. One of the strongest and biggest giants was named Goliath. He was over 9 feet tall, which is taller than any person recorded in the Guinness Book of World Records. He would have had to bend way down to get through a regular door. Goliath was covered with armor to protect him, and he carried a big spear. Every morning and every evening for 40 days, he shouted to the Israelites in his big, deep voice, "Hey, you guys, I dare you to find one man to fight me. If he can beat me, we will become your servants. But if I win, you will become our servants." When Saul and all his men heard this, they were very afraid. 3 of these men were David's 3 oldest brothers. They were the only ones in David's family that could go to fight because they were old enough. Now David's father Jesse heard about the giant and was worried for his sons. He called David out of the fields and asked him to take some food to his brothers and report back how they are doing. So David set off to visit his brothers. As he approached them, he heard Goliath shouting his challenge like he did every morning. "Isn't someone going to stand up to this man?" David asked the men in the army. "Then I will fight this giant Philistine." One of the men overheard this and ran to Saul and told him what David said. Saul approached David and said, "You can't fight Goliath. You're only a boy, and he has been fighting for many years." But David said to Saul, "I have had to fight lions and bears to protect my father's sheep. God helped me keep me safe then, and he will help keep me safe now." It is too bad that Saul the king wasn't trusting in God to help him. He didn't know what to do to beat Goliath. Then this young boy named David came, and he knew in one day exactly what to do, and trusted that God would help him. That's why God loved David's heart and wanted him to be king. Saul dressed David in heavy armor to protect him from Goliath, but David took it off. It was so heavy he could hardly walk, and he knew that God would keep him from harm. Instead, David went to a stream nearby and found 5 smooth stones, put them in a pouch around his waist, and with his sling he went to Goliath. As David approached Goliath, Goliath looked at David and thought it was a joke. Goliath thought that he could easily beat David, and it was funny that Saul would send a small boy to fight him. But David said to him without fear, "You fight with a sword, and I come with God on my side. And today, everyone will know that there is one true God in this land." Goliath didn't care what David said, and he moved closer to attack him. David ran quickly to meet him. Reaching into his pouch, he pulled out one stone, put it in a slingshot, and shot it at Goliath. The stone hit him right between his eyes, and suddenly Goliath started to lose his balance. He fell with a loud thud right on his face. David had done it. He had beat the giant Philistine. When the rest of the Philistines saw this, they ran away, and David became a hero to all the people in Israel.
Thank you, Granny Smith, for that excellent retelling of our Bible story for today. Contestants, a couple of questions based on the story you just heard. First of all, how many rocks did it take David to fall the giant Goliath? Contestants, an answer. George.
This is a little known fact, but Goliath stood 6 cubits and a span in height.
That wasn't even the question, George. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Mitzi.
I'd like to buy a vowel, an O.
I'll give you an O, but it's for oh no. No, Bitsy, you're not on Wheel of Fortune either, I'm sorry. Anybody else? Dwayne!
1. The Rock, me. That's the one that took down the Goliath.
I'm not sure that you answered the question, but 1 was correct, so Dwayne, you get the points for that question. Congratulations. Okay, contestants, a second question. What's the moral to learn from the story you just heard? What should we as people learn? Bitsy.
Even little guys can do big things too.
Oh, come on.
Bitsy, that is correct. Correct, we'll accept that answer. David, even though he was small, did great things. Congratulations.
Can't believe she got one right.
So, we're going to move on now. Congratulations on that round. Contestants, it is now time for the You Rock Physical Challenge. And for this round, we're going to be traveling to the challenge course. So it's time for the game to move on. Follow me. Let's go.
It's a good thing we're all tied. We're going to do something physical.
I did win a trip. Another
a place to clean.
It's in my wheelhouse, physicality.
We're out here for the first You Rock physical challenge of the week, and you can see our contestants are ready to go. They've physically been preparing themselves,
And clean.
and we're going to make sure that they have a test that really will compare them to the story you heard earlier. David was an expert with the slingshot. Well, let's see if our contestants are experts with the slingshot. Each contestant will be given 60 seconds to get as many snowballs they can into the baskets you see in the distance. Let's get started. Let's have rock, paper, scissors to decide who goes first.
Oh, forget that stuff. Rock always wins. It smashes everything. And I am the Rock.
Then I guess Dwayne is going to be first up. Let's get going.
Wait. Hold on.
Get set. 60 seconds. Go.
I think I've got it. Aha! 18 pounds per square foot should get me right in the basket.
So, the physical challenge has ended, and we've brought ourselves back inside the studio with the challenge points. We've gone to the judges, and the winner of today's competition is Geologist George with the win.
Was there any doubt?
Geologist George, you'll be back tomorrow to defend your championship to the rest of you. Really nice job outside. Little confusion sometimes, a little bit of a misadventure, but in the end, another congratulations to George for a job well done. Now, audience, come back and watch us next time. We've got even more challenges planned. Remember, you don't pebble, you don't gravel, you rock.